morning. Another day, another dollar. It is Sunday, about 10:15 in the morning. We still have this load of drywall material. What happened is Friday I got real sick. I got to my fuel stop and all day I just had like aches and pains everywhere in my body, and I felt real warm. So when I got to my fuel stop, I took my temperature and I was 100 degrees, and I pulled over after I fueled up and sat there for about an hour, and I just wasn't getting any better. So I decided it was the best decision, safest decision for me to just shut down for the night, or at that point for today, because it was only like 10 o'clock in the morning. And called my fleet manager, told him what was going on, and they said, all right, no problem, just do your 34 where you're at, take some meds, get some rest. There was an urgent care. I was in Cumberland, Maryland. There was an urgent care about 2.5 miles away, so if it got any worse, I would have just went there. But I took some Dayquil, some NyQuil, some Advil, drank lots of water, and I felt fine by yesterday afternoon. So the load delivery got pushed back until tomorrow at 6 a.m. I really don't have to be driving today, but from where I was at, I was 160 miles away. I still got all these mountains right here, so it's going to be easily a 3.5 hour drive on Monday morning. I'd have to wake up, I'd have to leave them, super early, like 2:30 in the morning at the latest, just to get there on time. So there is a travel plaza about 5 miles away, so that's my goal. On my workflow it says I can overnight there. I really don't want to unless I absolutely have to. I'd rather go to the travel plaza. So it looks like they had like a convenience store, bathrooms, and like 4 or 5 different restaurant options. So I'd rather go there. Chucker Pat said there was only some parking available. So we'll see. If I get there and there's no parking, then I'll just go to where I'm delivering, and I'll just shut down there. I'll unstrap tonight. Leave the tarp on. That way I don't have to unstrap in the morning. And I could just, pull up to wherever they need me to go and get unloaded and be on my way and still have a full day left. We're coming up on my home time. I told my fleet manager, because I basically lost a day and a half from getting sick, I told him I could stay out a few more days to make that time up. He was like, we can still probably get you home. And I said, I understand, but if there's any loads you guys need me for an extra 2 days, I'm available. So we'll see what happens. We're not going to hear anything today because it's Sunday. There was a hotel right next to the truck stop I was at. They had a CDL discount, so basically any trucker that showed them their CDL driver's license got a 20% discount. They only had one night available. It was like $70 for the night. So I was thinking about maybe just getting a hotel room for 2 nights, but they got some kind of car show in the area this weekend, so they're fully booked Saturday night. It's like, it's kind of pointless. I'm gonna spoil myself in a hotel room for one night and have to get back in my truck the next day. So I decided just to save the money and stay in the truck. More hills. I've been driving for about 40 minutes now, and it's been up and down all morning. I do not like coming through this area because I lose a lot of time fighting these mountains. whatever you want to call them. I am going real slow. I'm doing 23 miles an hour right now. The nice thing about where I stopped at is there was a beautiful view of this valley, like literally right off the truck stop parking lot. So I got the camera out. I took a photo of the sunset last night, and then I realized there was like zero cloud cover, and I was kind of in the middle of nowhere, which means there's almost no light pollution. So no clouds, no light pollution. And the moon was in its, I don't know the scientific word, but there was only like 2% of the moon last night. And it wasn't even anywhere in the sky in my direction. So no moon, no clouds, no lights equals astrophotography. So got a nice picture. I'm real happy with how it turned out. So I'll share those, I'll put those pictures up on the screen. God, I hate this 10-speed. Up these real steep hills, I'm always going back and forth. 7th to 8th. 7th is too low. 8th is too high. I think even an automatic would be better, because our automatics in our fleet are 12 speeds. I'm at 12,000 RPMs. I should have shifted by now, but if I shifted to 8, the RPM is going to drop to 800. I need that extra gear. Struggling. And our trucks are governed too, so we can only go up to 65 miles an hour unless we're going downhill. That's my biggest complaint about this truck.
6 miles ahead. Take exit 8208 on 70 east.
Wish I had either a 13-speed or an automatic. 18-speed would be overkill, in my opinion. There's just too many damn gears. Let's see. You better either get in front of me right now or wait. They're waiting. Don't try and mess with a semi-truck when we're going downhill. Beautiful day. The sky's nice and clear. what it is. I think it's like a combination of sand and gravel. You know, surface that'll make the truck, a heavy truck, kind of want to sink into it, and then it'll take a sharp uphill. Notice the engine has gotten louder. That's my Jake brake. I always use them when I'm going through these mountains. My ears just popped. Alrighty, well, to be continued. Alright, well that's it. We got lucky. There were 2 parking spots left at this travel plaza. That's it. No more driving for today. If there wasn't a spot available here, I would have had to go sleep at the shipper tonight, but I found the spot. There was a TA, but it was like 30 miles away, and I wanted to try and get as close as I can. That would have been another 30-35 minutes of driving in the morning. Here I'm only 5 miles away from where I need to be. The only thing is this rest area, and you get these a lot on the East Coast, is it's instead of on the right of the highway, it's like right in the middle. It's like a shared rest area. Matter of fact, here, let me show you guys. So you can see right there, there's the interstate, and the parking here is pretty tight, but the lanes are pretty long. You see all the truck drivers, like the guy next to me, he was being real considerate, and see how far back he's parked, because he knows that I'm not going to be able to get out. I only got like maybe 20 feet there. So now he gave me an extra 10 feet. I can make that turn to get out. So it worked out. I'm feeling a lot better. Temperature's back to normal. I don't feel sick anymore. I don't feel weak. And yeah, everything worked out. The only thing is I had to overshoot my exit to the receiver by 1.5 miles to get to this rest area. So tomorrow when I leave, I'll have to get back on the highway, get to the first on-ramp, get off, turn around, and come back on, going the other direction. But that's no big deal. As long as I don't have to sleep in some vacant parking lot with no facilities, it's always a plus. You fellow truckers out there will know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you folks today. Thanks for tuning in to a short video. I really didn't feel like filming anything yesterday. I just didn't feel well, and there was really nothing to film. I was just doing my 34-hour reset. So I'll end the video with those photos I took last night. I got a nice sunset shot of this valley in the Appalachian Mountains, basically right behind where I was parked. It was at the Loves in Cumberland, Maryland. Got a nice sunset shot, and I did some astrophotography. I got back out there at midnight, and there was no light pollution. Well, I take that back. There were 2 factories off in the distance, but it's more stars than I would ever see, being from Chicago with all the city lights we have. So yeah, it worked out good. I was happy with the results. So I'll end the video with those 2 photos, and until next time, see ya.